All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and this is Smell Goods. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with me, checking out what we've got as far as our latest piece of content for you. This is my weekly rotation, so this is what I wore in the past week. This is, I think, the second one for the year and the second one in me keeping track of it. So this is content that you enjoy. Do me the honor, do me the favor. Got tongue tied there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, and then share. Meet me in the comments. All right. So this really was the first full week in January. Had to go into the office, I think, at least twice. So had some things going on this week. Have a nice little thing, and then got a box in. Well, you'll see where that box came in and what that did for the collection. All right. So on Sunday was a day that I didn't go to church. Long story short, we're doing some other things, helping other churches, and so this was an off week for us. But as far as just me hanging out, I actually took some time with my son, with my grown son. He's starting to get into fragrances, so we went fragrance shopping, fragrance smelling rather, and then I'm turning him on where he can actually, where he knows to go shop as opposed to paying retail prices. But that day, nice day here. We were able to sit outside of the restaurant, hang out for a bit, talk, catch up. But the fragrance of that day was this one. It was Cosmic Pepper by Mancera. This is just a citrus, musky type of a fragrance that just works probably more for the spring, summer, but it was such a great day around these parts here in Phoenix that I could break it out with no worries. It was in the 70s, like I said, nice day out. So this was what was worn on Sunday. Again, Cosmic Pepper was that Sunday fragrance. Then Monday was a day I had to actually go into the office, one of my in-office days that I can't just sit around, lounge around the house, get work done. I had to go in. That day I just chose something that I knew was going to be office safe, if you will, something that was going to be just a nice freshie, if you will. But you've got this one, which is Ralph's Club Parfum. This is the Ralph's Club Parfum. You've got like apple, lavender up top here. It's a nice clean scent. That definitely just works as an everyday type of a thing. Nothing too controversial, nothing too overpowering, just a nice, fresh, clean scent for the office. And so that's what I wore on Monday when I had to go in. Again, Ralph's Club Parfum. All right. And then Tuesday, I did have to go to the office again, but Tuesday I was like, let's change it up a little. Let's get a little different, a little more, for my opinion, more, I don't want to say masculine to say that Ralph's Club isn't masculine, but something a little more raw, if you will, right? So for that was John Varvatos Vintage. This has a slightly fruity, but definitely a tobacco, and I want to say whiskey or rum in there as well, but just a great overall fragrance that doesn't have the longevity, so it lasted about as long as I needed it to do at work. But from the house of John Varvatos, one of the ones that I actually like and enjoy. Actually, I like a lot of John Varvatos. Let me not give that impression. There's a few things in John Varvatos that I definitely like. I think they're more of an underrated house than people give them credit for. But this John Varvatos Vintage was my Tuesday fragrance. Wednesday, didn't have to necessarily go into the office, but did just kind of hang around the house, getting work done. I think I did step out for a few things, but that was the day that we just decided to wear Lodge Shiaka Red Label. Right there. This is their take on Amouage's Reflection. So this is just a nice green, fresh fragrance that does a nice approximation of Amouage Reflection. In fact, I think I've got a 30 versus 300 video that I'll put link up there for you to check out. But just a nice, fresh, green type of a fragrance that works very well. Again, Shiaka Red Label by Lodge. All right. Now, on Wednesday, box came in. That box came in, and that box brought some goodies, right? I had ordered from Fragrance Buy, I think from their, I want to say either this one actually was their Boxing Day sale. So the day after Christmas, they had a sale, had a few things, had some good deals, something that I picked up. And because I had been sleeping on it, it kind of shifted things. So, and you might have already seen the video, but this one that I wore Thursday, because I said I would, was Club de Nuit Pre-Show by Armaf. This is their take on Aventus Absolute, and a pretty bang up job. This right here, last longevity projects. It's a good fragrance, and one that I again am kind of kicking myself for not having grabbed it sooner, just because it's that good. It is that good. In fact, I think I did a video on that. I'll post that up there too, so you can see that. But this was my Thursday fragrance. Didn't have a lot of running around to do, but still was something that I was like, yeah, we're gonna wear this and see exactly what this is looking like. All right. Friday was another day to check something out that came in that collection or in that box, and that was by Lattafa. This was Assad Bourbon. Assad Bourbon. Now, for me, the name is a little off, just because when I hear bourbon, I'm thinking bourbon, whiskey, rum. I'm thinking in that vein. I'm thinking a nice boozy type of fragrance. That's not what this is. This is, to sum it up in just a couple of words, this is a sweet designer fragrance. It's not, in my opinion, trying to be anything, but if I put it in the space of where it would fit, this is kind of like Invictus Victory Elixir / one of the most wanted. It's in that space, if you will. Wore it, love it, great. Definitely a nice addition to the collection. Of my Assads, I think I gave this, this is number 2. The OG Assad is still the number 1 of the Lattafa Assads. This is number 2, and then Zanzibar right now is number 3. But wore it, didn't have much to do on Friday. I'm at the age and at the stage in life where I work and hang out with my wife, and if we go out, we go out. But Assad Bourbon was the one that we wore on Friday. All right. And then Saturday. My wife was actually out of town, so it was just me. I had to go get air in the tire, not air in the tires, but I had to get tires changed, get some new tires. Then I was like, let's go just see what we can find. Not necessarily looking to purchase, but just maybe go out fragrance sniffing, see if there's anything that is left in the Burlingtons, because they haven't restocked those in a while. But just hanging out. So this was the day that I wore another new one that came into the collection. This is from Fragrance World. This is Starmin Nebula. Starmin Nebula. This is doing their rendition of Mugler's Pure Malt. So this is you've got the whiskey, I think, in this. You've got some coffee going on in this. You've got a little fruitiness in this. This is just a nice fragrance. It's not a cookie cutter fragrance in any way, shape, or form. And this, it sticks around for a while. This one does a nice job of sticking around for a bit and projecting for a while. But this was my Saturday fragrance for all the running around I did. And that's Starmin Nebula. All right. So that was pretty much my week. Got some decants in that I'll probably do. I may do a live on, or may do some other things with, but definitely a good week. Different week as far as just what I wore. Kind of ran the whole gamut of things, but that's what was this week. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you wore and kind of how this week went for you. Again, as always, I ask, simply stay safe, stay sane, and stay smelling good. And then do me the honor of hitting that like, hitting that subscribe, requesting notifications with that little bell, and then meet me in the comments. We'll see you next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.